All right, sharp or square time now as you guys send in some bets you've been making. And, I'll tell you, look, that's a
Wow.
good graphic.
Minecraft. I love it.
That's a good graphic. Our YouTube audience is really in for a treat today. We'll discuss whether or not they're sharp or square. All right, the first one, Chad Howland has the Texans plus 10. I mean, it's not a bet I would make, but you're obviously on the sharp side. It's almost never the sharp side to take a massive favorite. So you're on the sharp side. And it's pretty hard for any individual point spread bet to be super square. The square bets are the more convoluted parlays or certain teasers, things like that. Damonza, but you like the Ravens minus 10 against Houston more than the Texans plus 10, correct? Or you don't know?
Yeah, I honestly think minus 10. I'd go with the minus 10. Rookie quarterback. Texans sucked last year. Yeah.
So the reason, this is a stay away for me because every once in a while, new head coach, which Texans have, DeMeco Ryans over from San Francisco, you know what I mean? They pop just to start the year. And sometimes rookie quarterbacks pop early and then come down to earth a bit. But I do like so I'd stay away from it, but I think you're probably on the right side of it. Jay Romig says the Bears money line. So here's the thing. Even though I like the Packers in that game, the reason that I would say that is a square bet is this. The Bears are, I'm going to get you the exact, the Bears are minus 1.5 at essentially minus 104. Or the money line is minus 120. So is it worth it to pay 16 cents of juice to go from minus 104 to minus 120 just so you win if the Bears win by 1 point exactly? So I would say if you like the Bears, bet them minus 1.5 rather than just to win. That way you're getting, you're not paying minus 120 on the juice, you're paying minus 104. Like that's, to me, the money line there doesn't make a ton of sense. Similarly, if you're betting the Packers, rather than getting them plus 1.5 at minus 120, I would just bet them on the money line. And the only way that screws you is if the Packers lose by 1 point exactly. Zach Eisen says the Chiefs minus 4.5 parlayed with their team total over 29.5. Technically that's a square bet, but I love it. I totally agree. I think that if the Chiefs are going to cover, they're going to do it by scoring a bunch of points. So I don't mind that bet at all. Tony and Pacheco anytime touchdown scorer. So Damonza, this is where I'm going to just be kind of hypocritical. These are square bets that I love. They're like all fitting my agenda of the Chiefs.
Tony and Pacheco both getting a touchdown?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say those are two of the most likely guys to get the ball in a touchdown situation. They don't really have much, like you said.
I agree with you entirely. In fact, let me just see
T. Ross. Forgot about that guy.
Would pay. So, Justin Ross. What is he to score?
J. Ross.
Plus 470. Ooh. All right. Pacheco and Tony parlayed. You get 5-1. It's a square bet, but I don't hate it. And then Dylan DeMoss says, my bet, the over on points in every Lions game. Defense isn't stopping anyone. Offense is going to let it fly. Shootouts every week. So here's the thing.
At home.
That sounds like something our producers or Damonza would have said last year. Like, they're got an awesome offense, bad defense. Obviously, it's an over.
Might be exactly something that I said last year.
Right. As if that is inside information. Like, guys, I figured it out. Vegas is late to the party on this. The Lions score a lot, and they allow a lot, so let's bet the over. Folks, the people setting the lines are aware of these things and set them accordingly. So that is the definition of a square gambler's thinking. And then lastly, Holden Davis asks, what kind of impact do you think the Bosa contract around the Chris Jones negotiations? I don't think it obviously won't help, but I don't think it hurts it much because in the NFL, you negotiate versus other guys of your position. And defensive ends have always made more than D tackles, but it probably doesn't help because Chris Jones sees Nick Bosa just got 5 years, $170 million, and he wants a 2-year fully guaranteed $34 million contract. The Chiefs have offered him a 2-year fully guaranteed $54.5 million contract, and now it's dragging into the season, which is a total bummer. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.